The people, when they found nobody living in this place, there was a very fertile land over here. As I told you, some calamity must have struck it long back, and then the people from elsewhere, they came and settled over there. Who were the people who settled it, who made a building in this place? And then the other communities also joined over here, because for a village you need different professional people as such. That makes a one unit. It is not a one man cannot make a village. It has to be a collective effort and to govern, to run the different activities of a village. So here this museum came, this Hill Culture and Mountaineering Museum. So with the support of community support, this was a community museum, and they provided the space, they provided the infrastructure, and they were very happy that our things are being taken into account, and they are being studied. And the thing is that when we visited this museum, there was only one guest house in the beginning. Now there are many guest houses in this village. So there are hotels also have come up in this village, and a lot of tourists, foreigners, they do come this place. So this was the house, you see. But now actually we found it that this ceiling was crumbling at a number of places, and it couldn't withstand. Now we thought that we should do some repair work, renovation work in this house. But then it was it was going to cost a lot of amount, and then the villagers told us that let us rebuild this house. The reason being that on the top floor of this house was the the presiding deity of this village. He used to be there on the top balcony, Mahadev. So they came forward with an idea that we will rebuild this house. But then again, what is happening in most of the villages in India, we use concrete, RCC that is being used, bricks and all that. Local material is not being taken into account in most of the places, but people still do adhere to the age-old architecture, traditional architecture. But here we thought that we'll go with the same age-old technique, of building houses, and we'll design the same very pretty way. And in this case, we were looking for the traditional craftsman, the carpenter who will design this very thing, mason. So we got the name of one. His name was Nokram. So Nokram he was from Mangalore. Mangalore, not of Karnataka, but there's a place in Kullu, by the name this Mangalore. It is in the Banjar Valley. So he was invited, and we prepared a plan. So I was part of that very team to prepare a plan how we'll go for this building a new house, but with the same age-old, the style, technique, and also whatever remnants were left of the carvings in the village. Because now things have, the entire, this landscape has changed because of the so-called modernization, to say, with the GI sheets being used all over. Now, earlier there used to be, the slate stone roofs you will see in Kullu. I remember very much 40 years back, the Kullu was looking very beautiful with these slate roof stones. But now everybody is opting for, this. The concrete structures have come up now in most places in this Himalayan belt. In the traditional architecture, very rarely people are using it because it is it is not cost effective. But then still some people are opting for this very thing. So as I told you that this ceiling was crumbling, so that's why we thought of replace the ceiling, but it was again not cost effective. So then we started this building, this new. So we are here along with the Vishwakarma, this Nokram from Mangalore. So we planned it, and then we also planned the exterior also of it. The exterior, there were panels as such. We copied the panels from the old temples in the neighborhood, and then we again reused those motifs and reused those panels. We again redraw them, and then he helped me chiseling it out. I used to draw it on these wooden planks, and he used to chisel it out. So this is how it came out. So we are there, both of us. So these are some of the motifs, old traditional motifs which were used in earlier villages. So these panels we made over there. You see. So this is the interior. This is the gallery setup over there. In fact, Now the thing is that when this whole building was built up, I will show you the pictures later that how it looked like thereafter. Then these Negi brothers, Shera Negi and Chepe Negi, they came to me that we need to then properly inaugurate it. Let the whole this region knows about it that we have taken some initiative. So I was not imposing anything on them. It was all a sort of a just trying to. I was just motivating them so that they come up with their own ideas of preservation of taking care of the heritage. So I believe that if we take these community initiatives into account, they will last long. But the government imposed things, they don't last long much. It has to be initiative within asset. So I always acted as a catalyst. I never imposed them anything, my ideas and all that. Even if these shelves are there, they said, okay, we would like to have this kind of shelves to have these artifacts. And also these labels you'll see. So this was their idea. I said, okay, very good, fine, you are doing very good. And they had seen some wisdom that was in their mind. I said, you go with that. So they were very happy that we are involved in this very thing. And you see there on the top there is a vanity box there, the traditional vanity box which was given during dowry, there in that picture. So these are the basketries over there, some brassware artifacts there in the village. So this is one of the galleries over there. So this is the loom. Now the thing is that in every household in Kallu, a decade ago, every household used to have a loom. Loom, where they used to make these Kallu shawls and other garments that was there. But now very rarely you will see nowadays in households. And here it is part of this this museum over here. And the households, they do come and they sit and they just weep. So now this, when this we talked about inauguration. So this was in a very traditional way. Traditional way this was thought, and this was even I was not aware about it what they are going to do, but they did what it was beyond my imagination. This inauguration of this museum. So what they invited the Brahmin priest. He did this housewarming ceremony, Pravesh ceremony in a traditional Vedic way. And then see there are masks or lying over there. So the gods are invoked, and that's why these masks are kept over there. And then this ritual followed over there. This is one part of it, and the other part they extended invitation to 4 different village gods, the villagers.